Hello everyone, this is Untitled Chapter 2 and welcome to another Fabric mod overview, this time on ArcaneMagic, a mod that focuses on certain progression as well as souls, a bunch of utilities, and yeah, so let's get into it. First up, you want to defeat a drowned, and if you don't have any paper, the following will display in the chat. Otherwise, once you do have paper and defeat a drowned, you'll get a written parchment. I've already done that, and if my mouse will be fine here, there's also a progress bar to defeat a bunch of other drowned. And once that fills up, then you'll get this information towards an analyzer. Now an analyzer you're going to want to use to put specific blocks in to progress, and you use it quite a few times throughout the mod. So obviously I want to make it, and I'll do that right now and then place it in the world. Okay, so got the analyzer out of my inventory, and then I'll just place it down, and then there'll be a parchment update there, which you'll commonly see for the parchment as well as the notebook when progressing through the mod. So then there'll be a bunch of blocks related to 1.14, mostly obviously the ones that have crafting recipes already, I assume, and they'll be the ones that will be acknowledged in the parchment. So yeah, I'll just pretty much pick any of the four and I'll just analyze them for now. So we've got the smithing table, we've got the grindstone, smoker, and cartography. I'm just going to need the one smoker and grindstone. So I want to put in that, and that'll light up. Check again, and just to be sure, and the order of them will probably shift. And then there's a parchment update there. Let's remove these, and then when you get into it again, you see the following here. For what I've come across, the stick is the only one of necessary progression, the rest are just sort of there. I'll actually test that just in case. So a chest, which I can easily make here. And I'll just highlight it, so that's fine. Just get some of the others if I can. Clearly nothing's happening, but if I actually get a stick, it'll probably instantly get it for me. Yep, like I said. So, after that you get access to a golden scepter, which I'll obviously use recipe elements for here. Okay, and then that'll also allow access to the notebook, which I'm not sure if just cheating it in will work, but I'm assuming that crafting is very much important here. So I'll get all the necessary ingredients and we'll find out what happens next. Okay, so we pick it out, go out, and we should be good. And if I check, nothing there, check here, and now we've got a discovery here, and this will tell us a bunch of specific things. Obviously what we'll want to do next is get a crafting table and analyze it. The scepter though is for basically just getting soul from mobs. So if I try a drowned here, and if I hold it down, I'll get a certain amount filling up this bar here, and then I'm pretty sure from my experience of testing, 1 second here, besides the cooldown. I'm pretty sure a certain amount appears up here, besides Wait, can get it to happen? I'm pretty sure only a specific amount appears up here, whilst if you get something later called a soul pendant, you can allow a lot more to be stored or shown up in here or used for certain specific utilities. I'll just check just in case though. No, okay, so it doesn't seem to want to go any higher than that right now. So I'll get a crafting table and then place it in there. Just so you know, of course, any of these things that I'm doing now you want to do first before you access them with actual crafting recipes. Like for example, the analyzer, as well as the transfiguration table, as well as the iron dagger, all the things you're going to want to access once the research is complete, or analysis is complete, more so. So now we've got that, and then we can go out, and then we've got transfiguration, and then from there we can make this. If I can just pop that up there, and then just analyze it just in case, but I probably don't need to. And then that's opened up in the notebook. And then now we can make an infused crystal, which we can use for elements of a dagger, as well as, I'm pretty sure it's the pure scepter, which I'll get into real soon. Now, one thing while using this is you'll want to make sure you're clicking it very particularly onto these specific slots, and if you want to remove them, you just shift right click with an empty hand, and then you get it back. And then obviously I want to use the golden scepter on here by just right clicking, and I'll get a gold infused crystal. And the parchment from this point onwards is not necessary, as you can tell, because the notebook takes over. So if my mouse will cooperate. From there, obviously, we open up crystallization as well as soul storage. And with this, you can use these, besides the blast furnace analysis, use these for certain other recipes or the dagger upgrades, along with lapis and redstone being the difference between passive upgrades or certain other aspects. So I'll get more into that in the next part, but for now I'm just going to cover the soul pendant as well as the blast furnace analysis. So we'll just do that real quick, which is fine. And oops, hang on, what are we doing here? I can close that, open that up, and then we've got smelting, which I'll cover in the next part. But in short, you put certain things in it, from what I've seen at least ores. I haven't actually tried food or other things yet, but you use a liquid soul eventually to fuel this, but we'll cover that in the next part. Other than that, soul storage is pretty much like allows us to obviously hold a lot more than we currently can try and control with what we have here. But if I have one, for example, I can extract a bit more and store it from these mobs here. So if I can get enough, and after the cooldown, I can store a bit more. Now, I don't know specifics of what mobs can be affected by this, but I'd say a good majority of them will. Unlike obviously with Asphodel Meadows, I don't have specifics on what can or can't be, but I will experiment a bit, just in case. Possibly in a follow-up video in the future. Possibly. Let's see, what else do we have to cover? What am I missing? I'm pretty sure I'm to the pure crystal, so I'll cover all of that in part 2. And until then, see you later. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.